Okay. So right now, everyone should be on page 23. So this is our drill. So remember with your drill, what we're going to do is I'm going to put on a timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And you're going to see how many of these you can read. Then I'm going to stop you and you're going to circle where you left off, okay? Layla? Somebody's already there when they come back. Okay. Yes? You're like the 5th person, so it's going to have to be. If you need to fill up your cup, you're going to have to wait a couple minutes because there's plenty of people who are in line for that. Okay. So, I need everyone open to page 23. Pencils ready? I still see 1, 2, 3 people who don't have it out. So friends on Zoom, can I share my screen? Okay. Pencils ready? Joshua, you have it open? To your grammar packet. Okay. On your mark. Page 23, quick. On your mark. Get set. Go. You need to wait till this is done. See how far you can go. It goes to the next page too. Page 20. Page 23. Bethany, are we reading? Not drawing on our hands.
Goodness, Newton School for Foolish. Schoolroom, 14 room 6,
Okay, stop and circle where you left off. Stop and circle the words you left off on. Okay. If this is about water bottles, we're going to need to wait like 5 or 10 minutes till the main part of the lesson's done. You can wait. Okay? Okay. So, we're going to be talking about short OO and long OOs. Okay? So, before we get started, I have a graphic or a picture up here that's going to show us a little bit about the sounds that each makes. So we are going to see that they both have an OO. But our short O makes like a Can everyone say Like in look. Everyone say look. Okay, for this one, with long OO, it makes an ooh sound. Everyone say ooh. Ooh. Say ooh. Ooh. Like in cool. So for look, we have book and foot and look and shook. They all make a sound. Brook, good, nook. Then for long, we have fool, pool, school, stool, boot, moon, ooh. It makes it ooh, ooh, ooh. That's the long, okay? So, what we're going to do now, I want everybody in your packet to turn to page 21. Page 21, so the page right before it. So these are our spelling words this week, and we're going to be going over our long OO and our short OO. So page 21. 21. At the bottom, it says 21. So we have our short OO, where it makes a and our long OO, where it makes a ooh, ooh. So I'm going to bring them up. 1 second. So what we're going to do right now is we need to fill in the correct spelling word. So remember, what sound does short OO make? What sound does short OO make? Oh, do we need a refresher? What sound does short OO make? It makes Everyone say like and cook. Okay, so if it makes a sound like in book and cook, let's look for some words that would fit. We want the short OO. Which ones make a sound that we can see up there? Which ones make a short? Omelette? Took. Perfect. So for number 1, let's write took. What else? What's another one that makes a Yorick? Looked. Very good. Looked. So we have took, looked. What else? What else? I would love to see more hands. Thank you. Ebony? Book? Is that what you said? So that works, but that's not one of our spelling words. So we're picking from the box. So you're right. You are right. Book has a short OO. But that one, Joyce, do you have one? Okay, which one? Say it again. Good, very good. Geraldine, can you see my screen? Okay, good. So took, looked, good. What else? There's one more. Does anybody know this one's kind of tricky? Ben? Very good. Wooden. Wooden. Okay. Now we're going to look at our long OOs. And remember, we're still picking from the top. We're still picking our words from the box. Because those are our spelling words. So, what sound does OO, long OO make? Do we remember what sound long OO makes? Yorick? Ooh, everyone go ooh. Ooh. Like ooh, that's cool. Ooh. So, what are some of our spelling words that make a ooh? Serenity?
Food.
Food, very good.
What page is that again?
Okay, we should be on page 21. You need to be following along, page 21. We're already on number 5. So you should have 1 through 5 written. Food. What else? Jeremy? Say it nice and loud. Choose. Very good. Choose. What else? So we have food. Choose. Jared?
Foolish.
Yes, foolish. Very good. Okay. And then our next one. What's another one that makes an ooh sound? What do we think? Layla? Rooster. Very good. Rooster. I think someone's at the door here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the boxes for the spelling word wooden. And wooden has a short O-O. No one's there? Okay. So, what is the meaning of wooden? So, we're going to go from box to box, and we are going to be writing in what each of them say. So, what does wooden mean? What does wooden mean? What's the meaning of wooden? What do we think? Jared?
Like wooden means that it's like wood.
It is. So, how about, you're right, it is made of wood. So, made of wood. What's a sentence that we could use that would have wooden in it? What's a sentence that we could use that would have wooden in it? Omelette?
The floor is wooden.
Perfect. The floor is wooden. And can somebody, we're going to put an X right there for that one. And then sentence showing another meaning. So what's another way we could use the word wooden besides talking about a floor? Ben? Say it nice and loud. We need wooden with the E in it. Okay. So instead of talking about the floor, let's talk about the house. The house is wooden. Yeah. So go ahead, write that in, Maya. That should be written. Yes, Jackie. Okay. An emergency thing. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead now and flip the page. If you're not done, it needs to be quick. Okay, let's go to page 22. So for 22, we're going to be writing a spelling word that goes with the other two words, okay? So on page 22. And we're looking in the box. Okay. So, if for number one, we're all on page 22 right now. We all need to be on page 22. Page 22, the next page. Thank you, Christine. Eddie, next page. Okay, so what's a spelling word that goes with the other two words? Select and picked. What do we think? Layla? So, 5 more minutes of us doing this and you can. Let's see. Yabella? Yeah, to choose. That's a long O-O because it makes it ooh. Select, pick, choose. silly or ridiculous? Omelette?
Foolish.
Yeah, foolish. Foolish. And that also is a ooh. Ooh. Foolish. Foolish. Okay. Then, what about farm chicken? What's one that would go with farm and chicken? What do we think? Leo?
Rooster.
Very good. Rooster. And number 4, observed, saw. What do we think? Observed, saw, Yorick? Looked. And that's a short because it makes it looked. Yes, Ben? You know the next one? Okay. So for number 5, logs and timber, which one's going to go with that, Ben? Yes, very good. Wooden. What about number 6? Excellent, great. Serenity?
Good.
Good. Very good. There's a short O-O. Okay, I'm going to have to go down, so you're going to have to look at the box on your own page. Number 7, edible, nourishing. Does anybody know what edible means?
Yes.
Edible means that you can eat it. So, if that's what that means, which word do you think goes with that? Jeremy? Food. Yes, food. Edible, nourishing food. Number 8, removed, got hold of. What do we think to remove, got hold of? Oh, I want somebody who's raising their hand. Justin? Took. Awesome. We should be filling this in along with me. Okay. Okay, number 9. The blank table is made from an oak tree. What do we think that one is? The blank table is made from an oak tree. Which one of my spelling words? Omelette?
Wooden.
Wooden. Very good. The wooden table is made from an oak tree. It's a short O-O. What about my next one? There's so much blank in the refrigerator. There's so much blank in the refrigerator. Serenity? Food. Ooh. So it's going to be long O-O. Ooh. Food. Number 11. I woke up to the sound of a blank crowing. Which one of the words in your box? What do we think? Jared? Rooster. Very good. I woke up to the sound of a rooster crowing. And then number 12. She had to blank between the ham sandwich and the turkey sandwich. She had to what? Oh, if people are yelling at, I'm not going to pick you. Lina? Choose. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a little bit more of our Charlotte's Web, and we're going to look for for some ooh, some O-O, short O, and our long O-O words in the story. So we'll pause at some of the places where we find our O-O, so short O-O, which makes it and then long O-O, which makes it ooh. And if you see a vocab word that we talked about earlier today, we're going to pause at some of those spots too. So what I want everyone to do now is to open your Charlotte's Web book. Open your Charlotte's Web book. We're at the start of chapter 9, so page 55. Page 55. So everyone should have their Charlotte's Web book open to page 55. Thank you, Christine. 55? Uh-huh. Okay. Waters are going to wait like 10 more minutes. Okay. An emergency? Okay. Lena? Okay. Well, we know it's not. You can just ignore it, but we know it's not. Okay. Ben? Yes. Okay. So everyone right now should be on page 55. Okay, following along. All right. Looking for O-O words. A spider's web is stronger than it looks. Did I just find an O-O one? What kind of O-O? Looks. What do we think? Remember, it's short or long? Everyone say short or long?
Short.
It's short. It's like a short U. Looks. So a spider's web is stronger than it looks. Although it is made of thin, delicate strands. Oh, one of our vocab words right there, delicate. The web is not easily broken. However, a web gets torn every day by the insects that kick around in it, and a spider must rebuild it when it gets full of holes. Charlotte liked to do her weaving during the late afternoon. In afternoon, Ebony? Yeah, afternoon. Do you know which one it is? Long or short? Ooh. Yeah, long. Afternoon. Very good. And Fern liked to sit by and watch. One afternoon, she heard a most interesting conversation and witnessed a strange event. You have awfully hairy legs, Charlotte, said Wilbur, as the spider busily worked at her task. My legs are hairy for a good reason, replied Charlotte. Furthermore, each leg of mine has several sections. The coxa, the trochanter, the femur, the patella, the tibia, the metatarsus, and the tarsus. Wilbur sat bolt upright. You're kidding, he said. No, I'm not either. Say those names again. I didn't catch them the first time. So we're all flipping the page. Leo? So we're all on page 56. Coxa, trochanter, femur, patella, tibia, metatarsus, and tarsus. Goodness, said Wilbur, looking down at his own chubby legs. I don't think my legs have 7 sections. Well, said Charlotte, you and I lead different lives. You don't have to spin a web. That takes real long work. I could spin a web if I tried. We're all on page 56, said Wilbur, boasting. I've just never tried. Let's see you do it, said Charlotte. Fern chuckled softly, and her eyes grew wide with love for the pig. Okay, replied Wilbur. You coach me, and I'll spin one. It must be a lot of fun to spin a web. How do I start? Take a deep breath, said Charlotte, smiling. Wilbur breathed deeply. Now climb to the highest place you can get to, like this. Charlotte raced up to the top of the doorway. Wilbur scrambled to the top of the manure pile. Very good. Is good one?
Yeah.
Lena?
I guess.
Alvaro? You need to wake up. We're on page 56. Very good. Good. Is good short or long? What do we think? It makes it
Short.
Short. Very good. Yes, it's short. Very good, said Charlotte. Now make an attachment with your spinneret. Hurl yourself into space and let out a drag line as you go down. Wilbur hesitated a moment, then jumped out into the air. He glanced hastily behind to see if a piece of rope was following him, to check his fall, but nothing seemed to be happening in his rear. And the next thing he knew, he landed with a thump. Oomph, he grunted. Charlotte laughed so hard her web began to sway. What did I do wrong? Asked the pig when he recovered from his bump. Nothing, said Charlotte. It was a nice try. I think I'll try again, said Wilbur cheerfully. I believe what I need is a little piece of string to hold me. The pig walked out to his yard. You there, Templeton, he called. The rat poked his head out from under the trough. Get a little piece of string I could borrow? Asked Wilbur. I need it to spin a web. Yes, indeed, replied Templeton, who saved string. No trouble at all. Anything to oblige. Have we heard that word before?
Vocabulary.
What word is that?
Vocabulary.
Yes, and what does oblige mean?
To apply to something.
What do you think?
Do
Oblige.
something what someone says.
What?
Do something what someone says, like obey.
So like something that you have to do. Close. Yeah. So something that you have to do. Sometimes you want to do it, but you feel obliged to do it. So to do something that is asked of you. Okay. Anything to oblige. He crept down into his hole, pushed the goose egg. What about goose? Does goose have a ooh? What do you
Yes.
think? Yes. Is goose short or
Short.
long?
Short.
Ooh. Long. Yeah, long. It makes an ooh sound. Ooh, goose. Goose egged out of the way and returned it with an old piece of dirty white string. Wilbur examined it. That's just the thing, he said. Tie one end to my tail, will you, Templeton? Wilbur crouched low with his thin, curly tail toward the rat. Templeton seized the string, passed it around the end of the pig's tail, and tied 2 half hitches. I want you to look in that sentence and find where your vocabulary word is. What is the vocabulary word and what does it mean?